I've just made it to 5 years post-surgery. Now, technically, according to National Cancer Institute guidelines, I'm not technically a survivor until I get to the 5-year anniversary of my last day of my last treatment. For me, that's not going to be till April. But still, 5 years is something, and even just to say the words 5 years means a lot, because my prognosis was so bad I wasn't expected to make it to 5 years. But you know what, the other thing about colorectal cancer and survivorship through that period, typically colorectal cancer patients don't lose their hair through their treatment. So people come up to us after our treatments and they say, "Oh, you look great, you look great, you're great." And there still are many challenges that beset us physically, financially, emotionally in that survivorship period. So it's kind of hard when people are saying, "Great, great, good for you," when your insides don't correspond to what they're talking about with your outsides. I was reminded of this by a recent comic by a fellow named Cancer Owl. He's drawn a comic of himself as an owl, and he just shows in this comic of someone coming up to the Cancer Owl and saying, "Oh, you look great, aren't you great? You're so brave, la la la." And as that person walks away, the owl breaks down crying, saying, "This is really, really hard." And survivorship can be very hard. And so when we know that, because we have that on the inside, other people on the outside, they just see us alive. They see us better. They don't understand our challenges unless we share them. Of course, survivorship beats the alternative, even with all the functional deficits and pain and whatever else we're left with afterwards. But just to be gentle and to cut yourself some slack. That is challenging and difficult when people come up and say, "Great, great, great, you look great, good for you." I used to sometimes think I would say back to those people, "You know what? I look just as great when I had a tumor the size of a grapefruit. Anybody you're looking at here could have colon cancer. Go get screened, go get screened. It doesn't matter what you look like." But then I thought that was kind of preachy and I was maybe pushing away people's kindness. So now I just say, "Oh, thank you, thank you." Inside, it takes some adjustment to be a survivor and to be out there as a survivor. Just encourage people to just be mindful of that tension, those feelings, and accept them, and to kind of move through.